What's up, gang? Sam for Films here. Welcome to the ultimate guide for guns. In this video, we'll be going through regular style bullet guns, machine guns, rocket launchers, and then clone blasters and bazookas. So before we start, subscribe. Maybe at the end of this video, check out my other stop motions where I use all these techniques. And let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with level 1, and all these videos are going to be shown at 15 FPS. You could also do it at 12 if you want, but 15 you'll just get a much smoother effect. So we'll start off with the level 1, which is your simple handgun. So first off, what we're going to show is the realistic gun motion using practical effects. This one's very simple. You just need a Lego guy and a gun. I typically like to use these fire hose pieces. Technically is what they're called. They're just very easy to use. You'll just need one of these orange transparent loosened pieces. So the first frame, you're just going to take a picture of the frame with the gun. Then you're going to attach on the piece with the next picture like that. If you want a little extra flare, you can use a flashlight to get a little bit of light shining on that piece, and you'll take a picture with that. And then once that picture is taken, you can take this piece off and move. Next frame will take 4 frame motions, where we'll move the gun up and down to get some recoil action. So if you don't use recoil, well, it just looks kind of lame and pointless. So we'll just move the gun up a tad in one shot, take a picture, move it up another little bit, take another picture, then we're going to move it down, take a picture, move it down with the same to put it back where it was, and that is the same basic movement. This is what it looks like with sound effects on, and it's just to automatic guns. Okay, so now for automatic guns, the same basic principles apply, but we're just gonna have to do it faster and less frames. So we got my armored soldier here with the Brick Arms M16, if you're wondering where I got that from. So we're gonna take a picture at rest position, go back to our orange translucent piece. And this time we're gonna have to stick it on the front the other way because it just won't fit the other way because it's a Brick Arms gun. Again, you can use your flashlight if you want to get a little bit of light on it for a frame. It just looks a little better that way. Then we'll take that picture, take it off, and then for this time we're just gonna move it up like a teeny tiny bit, like really small. Take a picture, and then you can move it a little bit back down to rest position, put your piece on like that, use your flashlight again to get it like that. And you're just going to want to repeat this until you get something like this. So the whole entire shot is basically just 2 frames until you're finished. What I like to do is I just like to copy and paste it on Stop Motion Studio Pro, which makes it much easier. So those are your basic bullet functions. What if you want a bullet to hit a guy? How do you do it then? Well, when it comes to bullets making contact, it's actually very simple, but you just got to make sure you have the proper momentum to make sure it looks good. So on this side we have the guy who's going to be shooting. So if we can just take a picture like this, and then for the shooting frame, we're going to again use a Brick Arms weapon, so we're going to have to stick the orange muzzle flash like that. So take your picture there, and then because bullets travel super fast, you want the next exact picture to be of him getting shot. So to get a good little effect, I like to just take a little piece of masking tape, like very small like that. I don't know if you can see that good, but take that little piece and stick it onto your Lego guy. Minifigure's gonna get shot, his torso like that, and then just move him a little bit at first. Move his torso, his arms a little forward, one back maybe. And again, remember to keep moving this guy's gun up in 4 frames. So we're taking that picture, we'll move him a little bit more, increasing the movement every time we take a picture to give good momentum. Take another picture, and then we'll do the same thing. This time you can start to bring one of the legs up, his arms up more, like that. Take another picture, and then we'll move his leg up, kick his leg up more, move his arms more. And then take that picture, and then at this point you can move it like that. Another picture, then another small movement to make him contact with the ground. Take a picture, and then just basically finish completing the movements that you'll need to get him to rest slowly on the ground, so you get a nice smooth falling animation. So it's gonna look like this with your sound effects, and it looks pretty cool that way. And so next, let's move on to everyone's favorite rocket launchers. And so back with our military guy again, we have this little rocket launcher piece I made out of the camera piece. And so to get this going, our first picture is just going to be the picture at rest. You always want to take a resting picture. Then the second frame is we're going to take that off real quick and stick on this orange translucent stud to it. Put that back on. So it's like that. You can take your picture. And then we're going to take that stud off. You can attach it to 3 more studs and a transparent cone piece. Again, increasing momentum. So it looks like that. Take your picture. And then this is the part where we're going to take it off. And we have this contraption that I made here. And so we want to take this, attach our rocket piece to the end of it, and probably put this part piece, stick it out of frame, stick it like this. So it looks like the rocket will be traveling pretty fast, but that's only so with these practical effects you don't have to edit anything out. So it looks pretty good that way. And then we're gonna make the rocket launcher go up. For the rocket launcher recoil, we're gonna use a total of 6 frames, or even you could use 8. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go 8 frames instead of 4, because it's a bigger gun. It'll take more recoil in real life. So take this picture, then you can move this just slightly out of picture, so the orange stud is just slightly showing like that. And then move your rocket launcher guy up even more, move his arm and his body for this one. Take your picture, move him again, take this out of the frame, take your picture, move him up again, picture, and then use 4 frames to bring him down, so that eventually he is in the last position that he was. And so there's your rocket launcher and bullets guns tutorial. Now let's move on to what everyone is probably hoping for, the Star Wars blaster tutorial. This one is much easier than the guns, kind of. It really only takes a couple frames, and you can use practical effects for this. I just use lightsaber blades, and it's pretty cool. So let's check it out. So take your first frame, just like that, like I've shown you guys. Then for the laser, I have this lightsaber piece hooked up to the stud with a hole in it, and it turns out to be the same exact color, which is easy. Put it in a little bit so you still have enough to stick it onto the blaster. So just like that, if you want, you can use the blue light with the color changing flashlight I showed you guys. Just shine it a little bit like that. Take a picture. Then we're going to take that off, and remember, use the recoil. We'll use 4 frames, a little bit just like the pistol. Move it up slightly, and then like with the rocket launcher I showed you guys, I've rigged up this device. We're just going to stick the lightsaber blade on there a little bit and move it out of frame. This will be weird. You'll be like, but Sam, how is the lightsaber going to move across? Well, it's just a little trick here. I will make the connection for you, and so it'll look really good in frame. So again, you can use your blue light to make it look a little better. Take that picture, move this out of frame, and just finish the recoil the way I've showed you guys in 4 frames. Up 1, up 2, and then down 2, back to the start position. It'll look like this with sound effects. It looks pretty cool like that. But what if you wanted to hit somebody? So we got our clone trooper and our stormtrooper, who is the victim. You can use a droid too, but I just thought it'd be better to use a clone for this demonstration. It would look better. So start the way I showed you. That you can use the light if you want. Take a picture. And then with this frame, what we're gonna do is I just have a little bit of like blue clay sticky tack right here. And so in this case, we're just gonna put this on to the end of that piece and attach it to the stormtrooper, who, like with the gun, is currently being shot. So he is in motion. We want him to be in motion right second he shots, because if we don't do that, then it's just gonna look really lame and weird. So again, with your recoil, take a picture. Then we're just gonna take the lightsaber blade off and keep the stud on for a little bit of After Effects, especially at 15 FPS. It'll look better. Take your picture. Move the recoil down. Again, take your picture, and then we're just gonna, kind of continue the same pattern that we used for the guns. If you didn't watch that, go back quickly and do that now. And then they'll look something like this, which is really cool. So now we have our awesome 2008 Clone Wars Clone Trooper right over there. So we're just using the same camera piece. We're gonna take that picture and then attach a blue stud to the end of that. Take a picture. Then we're going to attach some more studs and a blue translucent piece to it. Take that picture, and then we're going to use one of these kind of lightning effect pieces. I think I got this in like a Avengers Thor set. So we'll just take that, attach that to the front, take that picture, and then again, using this device here, just take this off, attach it to this, and take it kind of outside the frame a little bit like that. And then again, remember your bigger rocket launcher recoil, take that picture, and then just continue the same steps of the recoil as I've shown in the military video, and you'll get a video like this. That'll do it for this awesome tutorial today, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, comment below what tutorial I should do next, what you enjoyed about the tutorial, and what you think I could do better. Make sure to check out my other stop motions where I use these techniques, and stay tuned for Salvation Unknown Part 8, which will be coming out very soon.